Alright, welcome to Spawn Island. This is the island that people will spawn at if they join our game. Now the coordinates are not exact because I do not have access to the actual world. It is on somebody else's computer, but I kind of did an estimation, but this is pretty much what's going to be on the island. Only take what you need to survive. The black is where when we do get back to the old island, as will be the coordinates of where people can spawn. Please use the spawner quarters to sleep. Food and supplies are provided in the chests throughout the whole entire island. If you slaughter, please breed. The mine is a dangerous place. Use caution. Replant any crops you harvested, please. Tools and feed are supplied in the chest. Lastly, do not build on this island. Pick your own. And do not dig. Last but not least, do not dig more than 4 blocks. You have been warned. Unfortunately, I can't show you why on this island because I do not have the access to it. But if you dig more than 4 blocks, you will be falling all the way to the basement. It is a complete hole all the way down to lava. So as you walk out, you see a cute little tree and farm. These are the quarters, so the spawner quarters.
Mom,
you can stay here until you get your own island. There are 4 rooms. Each room is identical. This is room 3. Room 3, they all come with a furnace, a chest, and a crafting table and a bed. The chest will be supplied with stuff when the swirl goes live. Here's the upstairs. They're all roughly the same. Over here is a little fishing pier. The chests are all now empty, but will be supplied with fishing poles, and you can fish here. In the real world that this will be, this is all ocean straight out here. You can go for 20 minutes and not see anything. We have a nice little fishing pier. We'll get to this. This is the walking path to the hotel. If you've seen the previous videos, you will have known where this leads to. Off from the spawner's quarters, some trees you can harvest and cactus and whatnot. There is the storehouse. You go inside, there's supplies here, there is weapons, there'll be leather armor. Down here would be to the mines. Unfortunately, I don't have access to the mines right now. And then this is just going to be chest full of stuff. Please use sparingly because, you know, it's for everybody. Alright, me versus door. I'm losing. There we go. And here's just a pretty, this is the birch tree area with the pond and the lily pads. Now to the farm. There are 3 entrances to the farm. The farm have sheep. The farm have cows. The farm have pigs. Each chest will be supplied with the feed and some weapons to slaughter. If you slaughter, you have to rebreed. This is the chicken coop. Down here is where you can kill chickens. And there's eggs and stuff in here. The eggs are produced by and there's feed and stuff to do the chicken. Up here is the egg spawner. These chickens have a life of spawning eggs. And that is the barn. And this will be lit up enough that hopefully no monsters will spawn here. I have a loose pig. Here is the crops. If you harvest, you gotta replant. We got potatoes. We got wheat, we got pumpkins and melons, carrots and sugar cane. And then in here will be supplies to reharvest. Some oak trees and a pig that got away. Here is just the Spawn Island Tiki Beach. One day we will get a villager in here since the main person of the map does have access to make villagers now. One day, and then fortunately, I forgot to put in the buttons here, so let's get some buttons. This is on creative mode, but it should, well, I haven't filled it. We'll shoot out watermelon and whatever I have access to. And this is the beach. And then we go over to the train. Well, here, this is the bridge to, and I forgot what he called it. It is the bridge to his main island, his castle, his domain. You do not go over there unless you are invited. Around here is a graveyard. There's a tree farm. There's the big castle here with all his stuff. There's a coliseum. There is a fishing pier right here that we will be connected to. Over here is the big waterfall to the bedrock. Do not swim over there. There is a villager beach over here. All of his crops are over in this area. Back behind here is Cammy's Island. And then somewhere between the bridge and the hotel, which you saw before, is Beacon Island. And that's Samantha's Island. It's a little tiny island. It looks like a beacon. And now to the train station. Actually, we're going to do here. This is the guard tower. This is where the people like us, if we need to sleep when we do turn monsters on, it has everything we need. I only put in here what we actually physically have. We don't have blaze rods to, well, we will be having blaze rods sooner or later, but we can make enchanting tables. And this is just a guard tower, you know, nothing special. Just, I figure this island needed one. So we head down, and if I can get through the door. Alright, the trains. This is the, you know, you buy your ticket, you go into the train, you know, and then the pig wants to go. And in here would be, technically, would be the mine carts, which I don't have any up. So I will go grab one. And then when you're coming back from the hotel, you would put your minecart in here after you had stopped. Alright. Put the minecart down, get in. Wait for it, hit the button. Oops. Sorry. I think I used the wrong one again. So that goes there. We'll try this again. Oh, pig wants in.
Pig.
Yes. Okay, I gotta kill this pig.
Now he's in the ground. I don't like pigs.
One more. Oh my gosh, this pig is annoying. You know what? Let's kill it in 2 swipes. You're ruining my video, pig. Okay. Why is this not working? And we put that there, get in the minecart, get in the minecart. And then you get really pissed off because this thing's not working. So let me see here. Those are the right ones. I have no clue. Why this is not working. So we will just push it. And I'll fix it later. So, off we go. There is Stompy's Bridge with Squid and Elf Lee and his dog and his creepers, Amy Lee. And then somewhere around here would be the entrance to Beacon Island. We've got some skeletons. We've got Creeper. And then this just, you know, the length of the bridge will be determined when we get. And then there is the hotel, which we've seen in the previous video. So, I hope you like this video. Hopefully, it's not too long. But once we get access to the real world, the only bad part is I can't fly in his world. So making this will be very interesting, but it should be fun. And that is Spawn Island. Will be roughly looking like that. Thank you very much.